Well.
Sing.
I've got it.
Tyler, come on. Song.
Oh wait, no. This I can't get one in fast enough.
Okay, so the moment is over.
So the moment passed. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to Insurance Talk. We're back in the Tiger Room coming to you live. I would say my usual cast of characters I'm joined by, but it's not. So besides Kate, everyone else in here is new. So good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kate.
Thank you. We have our special guest contender who's going to play a game with us later on this morning, Mr. Samuel Brown. Our guest host, Tyler Miller, filling in for Sir Chapman until he gets back from this important meeting. And then special guest, Ben Gasper.
Awesome.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
So I would say we just leave that bottle right there. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, the one of the swag presents from our President's Club trip.
President's Club?
Awesome. President's Club.
Yep, got to go on the President's Club trip this year. As winning the manager contest. Yeah, it feels really great.
It looks like it does.
So you're not walking out with that, right?
Yeah, no, I am. It's great.
I think you would hunt him down.
Huh?
I think you would hunt him down.
Yeah, I can take him.
Yeah, I know.
Look, man, I have a motto. It's go for the knees. All right.
Oh,
Not
That'll work for you this time.
not the fetal position and cry. That's always a good one.
That's his backup plan.
That's the one I use at home. When the wife gets upset, I immediately drop. They say when a bear's coming. That's right.
Except for a brown bear, because a brown bear will not there.
It'll play with you, right? Like it's
Yeah.
Okay.
useless.
All been there.
Yes, knowledge, Jeff.
Yes, you're head full of it. That's great. So tell us about Sam being here. Why is Sam here?
Yeah, Sam, why are you here?
I don't even know.
Sam was our runner-up to answer our trivia question last week. Our first person could not make it. Her name was Tiffany. She's over in the New Des Moines office. So Sam is going to join us. And he is going to play Let's Make a Deal.
There we go.
That was
So we ready to make our deal?
I don't know. Sam, are you ready?
I am ready to make my deal.
All right. So you know how this game works. We've played this before. You can take $10 right now. $10. Done. Don't have to play a game. You can walk out of this room with that. I was playing cut.
Oh, I was like, I'll take that.
What's that?
Or you choose from one of three envelopes.
1, 2, or
John,
3.
1, 2, or 3.
Van White.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Oh, definitely gonna go for an envelope.
There you go.
Risk it. Risk it for the
For the
what
biscuit.
Corinne always says.
Okay.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Risk it for the biscuit.
That's what Miss Corinne
Depends on what kind of
Watkins
biscuit.
Okay, well,
Shout out to Britt.
oh, I see you can see through these. So what are you gonna do?
Oh, let's see.
What are you
1,
going
2, or
to
3.
Well, I'm not sure why DP isn't here, but I'll go with number 2.
Number 2. Okay, so.
What?
Let's look at number 3. Let's see what he's missing out.
Well, that was pretty good. Okay, I see what you're not getting.
What am I not
So
doing?
what is Sam not getting? Sam will not be having better luck next time.
Oh.
Maybe I need better one next time.
Well, there's 2. So
Number 1.
number 1. What will
It's a
Sam
pony.
not be getting?
Pony.
A week of company paid time. You will not be getting $25.
Oh, wow.
So what's this next one? This is gonna be great. A box of tissues.
This one's the
Kate was actually me
Here's
staring
the
you at your desk the entire day.
So,
What is the
why? You just won yourself $50.
Oh, nice! Wow.
What?
Thank you, DP.
So this will be our last game of the season.
Here's the fact, all the funds that run out will no longer be able to do the show.
My bad.
So yes,
Awesome. Well, thank you.
if anyone wants to do what Sam just did and join us live to play Let's Make a Deal, Plinko, we have a few other games. I'm gonna ask a trivia. Go fish. I'm gonna ask a trivia question at the end of the show. Make sure you stay tuned and email me, not chat, email me with the correct answer as first person to win it is play. Thank you, Mr. Brown.
Thank you. Is that it?
That is it.
Get out.
I mean,
Back to making sales, unlike you guys.
Get out.
Okay, back to the phone.
Good job today, man.
thank you,
Thank
Mr. Brown.
So Katie, gonna bring us up to date on some news of the company?
Let's see, I didn't get too much news. We got Royals playing today. Also, I did
As you can see.
Hence this.
Hints.
Yeah.
It's Red Friday, guys.
It is also Red Friday, so we have our special guest Howard joining us. So don't forget, we sell Aflac policies, send them our way
That's
for favor. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, QA, I'm still gonna make that announcement that the quarterly appliance newsletter is located in Cindy, and also how agents can see all the requirements for the QA team looks during call reviews, which is located in Cindy under QA 2019. And
What's Cindy?
yeah.
She's a recruiter.
Yeah. Please don't find Cindy. Don't find Cindy. Ben, how would you?
Huh,
How are you commenting when you're right here?
I am not Ben.
weird. Oh, I'm probably logged in on the computer or the other building.
Magic.
Well,
Well
all
done. Katie.
right. I
So
like it.
normally in the show, oh, matter of fact,
Yay!
Hi. All right, get out, Tyler.
all right, Tom.
It's been really nice, everybody. Stay.
Now
Oh,
you're just saying, you're DP spot today.
you're good. You're safe.
You are the new DP.
Well, Florida Phil Champion, you just missed Sam playing. He won $50, so let's make a deal for his correct trivia.
That's right.
Congratulations.
So do you have any cash? I was a
We
little
might have just tapped out the budget.
Fresh out.
fresh out.
Fresh out.
All right, so good to see you this morning, man. How you doing?
I'm good. Good.
I was worried when Kate said you're gonna be late. I'm like, what?
Well, I had a meeting, apparently some days I'm needed. And, man, I'm looking really bald.
Okay, way to change the direction of the show.
Yeah.
So on that note,
We're actually to the point of the show where you tell us about what's going on with you.
what's going on?
So, Monday, we have a training class beginning with LHJs. It looks like our total head count right now is going to be around 70 between remote agents here in Kansas City, agents in Des Moines, and then also about 30 squaw folks are going to be coming on, to sell during AEP as well. So I'll be looking at around 100 people that I got to train over the next 3.5 weeks. Get them ready by October 15th. So that's been, fun.
All
And we've got, they're moving in today, so we've got new neighbors in the Niner, which is kind of nice. And I like it. Got the Ocho, got the Niner. Yeah. And here's the tray.
The tray.
Yeah, building 3. Or the mothership, whatever you want to call
I kind of like the mothership.
You know, from my view, I just call this building the basement.
The
it.
trifecta.
The basement.
The basement.
Because we are in.
Because that's where we sit.
So this would be like basement level 2, storage room B.
Yeah. That's
Just
what
look for the red
Not
stick.
even
You'll find me.
You've been doing well with the rat problem, though. So thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Cats running around. Howard.
Jack Seeger, everybody.
Jack Seeger?
Yeah.
Oh, he just came by. Is it?
What else you got for us?
Not much. Thank you to everybody for all of your help, and I do mean everybody from recruiting, HR, licensing,
IT.
IT. If I'm forgetting anybody, I apologize. This is my Oscar, speech. But all of you that have played a major part in helping us get, to hire these 70 people, I think we did almost 350 interviews. And that's not a small task. So thank you so much to everybody that helped make this possible and getting to where we are for this training group on Monday. It is sincerely appreciated.
Yeah, we got a lovely troll coming on.
Okay, well, that's cool.
That's lovely.
Interesting.
Block that person.
I wonder if that's possible.
Okay.
All right.
There you
Well,
go.
Mike, sounds like lots of good things, and I'll kind of piggyback off of that. It does take a lot of interviews to get to that number. I think we all know that.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of classes starting Monday. not only with LHA, but ASA is coming home. So that'll be fun to get them in. And I have to say, yesterday I trained the new Tiburon remote agents.
Yeah.
My gosh, there were so many people on there, I couldn't keep track of it all. There were a ton. So that's going to be exciting to see everybody getting in there and starting to sell. And you know, that really is with all of the new people that we have starting, both remote, in-house, building the Niner, the Ocho.
Which are technically the same building.
Yeah, I don't know anybody around here anymore. What's great is they know me.
Yeah.
Hey,
You know what is a
Johnson.
strange thing
Hey.
to experience that, like, when you have an entire room that knows your name, but you don't know anybody else's name in that room?
That is a
It's
strange
a strange feeling.
I like to know that
I mean, I'm used to it. You know, I'm out in the world. People have the internet. They know who I am. You know.
Yes, of course, everybody knows who
Yeah,
you are.
right.
Oh my gosh, you're a YouTube star.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you know, I can relate to that.
Yeah.
You're standing there, everybody knows you, you don't know anything about it, and one person asks, hey, how'd that shrimp go down last night?
Yeah,
And you're like, whoa, were you
Yeah.
watching me?
it wasn't the shrimps, it was the crab cakes.
Oh, the crab cakes. Okay, so that's what got you.
So a little.
Yeah.
You know, the next sentence I had on here was, don't be hard on yourself, don't give up. I don't know if it's fitting or not.
No, I appreciate you rooting for me.
That does lead me to, you know, with all of the new employees here, one thing I do want to say is that, remember, you're learning something new. Even if you've been an agent with another company, been an independent agent, been an agent, be it life or over here in life or auto and home, it's different. You're on the senior side, you're learning something new. Don't be hard on yourself. I didn't just jump on the phone and rock it, believe it or not.
I don't believe
I don't believe you.
Okay, so I did, but that was one day, and then I had nothing for 2 weeks. So it was great. Yeah, but don't beat yourself up. Don't give up. Stay with it.
Yeah.
And
Consistency.
yeah.
Consistency can keep applying the consistent principles and, you know, doing the right things consistently, and you will have success.
What
it.
did that
Ethic and
look
attitude
like?
Exactly
is
right.
the only things that we can't teach. We teach everything else.
You're absolutely right. So that's all I have for that.
There's a lot of shade going on in the chat today. I can't wait to read these comments.
Well,
Some of them.
shady in there, isn't it?
I think we have invited the Kansas City training room to sit back and take a break from class and just watch the show. So yes, there's an additional couple hundred people on.
Thank you for joining us,
So-
guys.
Well, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Has anybody gone up to you and said, hey, Tyler, Ben?
No. Well,
Wow, I didn't know where you were going with that.
That was my dream. That was my dream for.
well, ask me again later, and maybe I'll tell you what you want to hear.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Like I'll act like somebody actually did say that, and
Oh,
you'll believe me.
okay.
Oh.
So you lied to him too?
Yeah.
Oh, I get lied
He's
to every day.
vulnerable. Yes, that's to prop him up.
I just want to hear you say
I
the
think
crowd
you're ready to.
All right. Is
Proud of
it,
you, Tyler.
is it hot seat time?
Who's in the hot seat?
Well,
Me.
it's a man in the red shirt.
Oh, okay.
There
All
we go.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
So we didn't tell him what we're up to with this.
he didn't watch last
And
week's
he didn't see what
episode.
Jack did
So he
last
doesn't
week.
know.
So,
I was on.
Well, since you were on the mountain, instead of doing our normal questions, because you've been here before, there's no point in me asking those. We are gonna play a little round of truth or shot.
whoa.
Okay.
So everyone around the table gets to ask you a truth or shot question. You can either answer the truth or take the shot. Jack waited until the very end and then, and I'll tell you with you.
How many rounds are there?
It's just one question.
It's just
One question
Oh,
per person. Jack chose to wait until he said he answered every single question. But yeah,
Okay.
right.
I'm nervous.
who wants to go first?
You, Kate, get ready.
It's a super good shot. You're gonna be so healthy today.
What was the most embarrassing client conversation you had? Or hilarious, whichever one you like. You can either answer the question or take the shot.
I would say I would say that, and it happened twice, that when the most embarrassing is when you have a lady with a, maybe has been smoking for a while and has a very deep voice, and you say, yes, sir. And it says, well, I know I have a deep voice, but I am a woman. And that was after like 5 or 10 minutes of conversation. So yeah, that's pretty embarrassing. Like there's not much you can come back from on that. You just be like, I'm sorry. I've got nothing. And you move
I've
on.
been there too, yeah.
They sound like Marge Simpson's sisters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember Connor Joyce? I think it was Connor. So when we were role playing in my AVP, he literally thought I was an old person because my voice sounded so old and raspy when we were pretending to be clients. He goes, wait a minute, I think I took a real call. That makes you feel any better.
It doesn't, but
No, Connor, it's just,
makes you feel awful.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
I can go next. You ready to see him take the shot?
Truth or shot?
Shoot the shot. What are we gonna do? Well, I'll ask you the question, see what you want to do. So tell me, how do you really feel about Tyler Miller as a manager?
Oh, dude, take the shot.
Oh.
Really feel?
Yeah, you're gonna want to take that.
Should I take it? Or should I let it go another round?
I mean, I have a backup one if you want to take another one.
You could just
You leave here on a high.
Take the shot, take the shot, take the shot, take the shot.
All right, I'll take a shot.
Like, straight up. Yay!
Oh, Mikey likes
Not
it.
bad.
Mikey,
It's like
horrible, yes.
it's like a B8.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Non-alcoholic, this is
Tasty.
not.
It's
liquor.
smaller
That's
though.
what they
It's more like
say.
a V4.
So now everybody's gonna want to take the shot because you made it look.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's awful.
That was awful. Please ask me another question.
Okay, next question. All right, truth or shot? What do you really think about Tyler Miller?
You should answer the question.
All right, I'll answer your question. Tyler is he's a really good, great manager. He really is. He's
Oh,
he is he's surprised a lot of
Yeah.
people. I mean, not that like we didn't have high expectations, but yeah, like Tyler's one that since he's jumped in, he has consistently exceeded expectations every time that he's had an opportunity to, as far as I'm aware.
oh.
Tyler, would you like some tissues?
No.
Counterpoint.
Please allow me to retort.
We give our own opinions on this matter.
No.
No.
What do you got for us?
My question, Mr. Gasper, is this is your third AEP as the AEP nesting manager, right? Fourth? Okay, fourth. Of those four, who was your favorite trainer that worked for you?
Holy crap.
Ooh.
Look, man.
There's a shot you can
I'm
take.
sitting right here. Are we all just here when he said
No, I'm
that?
kidding. That's not my real question. My real question
Oh,
is,
thank God.
of those four AEPs, what is your favorite success story that you saw from an agent that maybe didn't start off as great, start off that good, but then, turned a corner and really did an excellent job afterwards?
That's a good question because there are lots of those stories. But the one that I tell to people quite often just happened last year, when it was about this time and, the rankings are always out and, people, they are what they are, but people were, somebody was down at the bottom. And they kind of, felt like they were, maybe close to being moved to a different department. And she asked me, she's like, can I talk to you for a minute? And we went in the conference room in there, and she literally was like, listen, I mean, I was like, she's like, don't let me go. I know you're close. But I promise you, if you believe in me, I will reward you. I will kill it. I will crush it. People say that quite often, but this person meant it. And I knew they meant it. I was like, hey, it's cool. It's fine. We're good. Staying. And she did. She was a top 5 agent last year. So, yeah, she was she's absolutely fantastic. And that happens a lot. You know, people don't do so well in the beginning, but you get them on the phones and they can slang policies. And that's a good deal. What did you ask me?
Name drop? Who was it?
Well, I don't know if I.
Caitlin Frank?
Oh.
No, that wasn't Kate.
No.
I don't know if I should name
Okay,
drop
fine.
her. She may or may
I'll
not.
look up the top 5 agents from last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's still crushing it. Works from home now.
Heck yeah, well, whoever it is, kudos to you, you did great.
And for those of you that might, because I know there's a lot of AEP people on here right now, if you're having issues with licensing or getting your appointments and whatnot, 3 years ago, and I've used them before as examples, so I'll use them now. But Miss Hannah Baxley and Miss Yvette Reagan were literally, they didn't get their NPNs, I want to say, until October 1, like when they got their NPN. And then they stayed late at night. You know, this is a group of 180 people. They were the last 2 people to get their licenses straightened out. And they were both extremely worried and, you know, they didn't know what to do. But they teamed up together, that AEP. They were, you know, sounding boards for each other. They kind of, you know, they did all their certifications together. And they both ended up having phenomenal AEPs and getting full-time positions selling senior because they didn't give up. And if there's, you know, one thing that I've learned throughout the multiple AEPs that I've done, it's that, you know, hard work always beats talent, and talent rarely works hard. And people that work super hard to get there, to get, you know, to achieve their goal, typically end up doing a lot better.
Well said.
Yeah.
So I think someone has a shot still that they need to take.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Answer the question.
I still bought 2 of them.
Look,
All right, we just want you to be helpful.
I'll do it.
Does anybody else want
For
to?
your help.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
Jeff wants to do it. Yay!
Delivers half of your day's servings.
Oh, this will get you to do
Yeah.
it.
Dude, what
It's
the
paid
heck?
for.
We don't want.
So he needed the other side.
I wish we had a camera to like zoom in.
Yeah, my space.
What's it
Yeah.
taste like? What's it taste like? Describe it in great detail.
Great detail. Texture.
What's every flavor?
Is it gritty?
It's,
Is it slimy?
It's like a V8. It's made of juice with vegetables. That's
yeah, but with a tinny aftertaste.
Yeah.
Tinny, yeah.
Mm.
Irony.
Irony.
Yeah.
Or
Irony.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I know. I'm gonna read
That was
those.
totally worth it.
Just to see a fat man drink a
Just to see
V4.
Oh.
Don't ever say that.
Yes,
Bowler's physique.
the bowl.
Now, since Colbert's not here, did he give us any content to say on his behalf?
He did not.
Do you have any content that you'd like to say, Jeff?
No.
Okay. No.
Well, I'm seeing we have a lot of things going on
I
in
see
chat.
that.
This is usually the time of the show where we answer some questions, so.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
see a whole lot
I've
of
never-
questions.
Yeah, I've never seen that many people.
There were
in
a few
chat.
that I had to redact.
When Ben
so.
Gasper gets on the show, all right?
So Max says that
The ratings
BG
did
did
go
not
up.
lock his computer. This is true. So now JBJ is on there.
Oh.
The real
Hey, John.
BG would like to know what's happening. The Niner. How about that duck?
He's
That duck
good.
is great. Felicia says
Does he have a
hi.
name?
What's Howard?
It's Howard.
Oh,
Howard
you guys said that earlier.
Yeah. Patrick with what's my email for trivia? You simply just look up Caitlin, Caitlin, it'll pop up. I think I'm the only Caitlin with a C.
Nope, there's a new one.
No, there's
There's a new
no
one in the class right now.
All right,
Two
Caitlin
now.
Frank, please and thank you.
Just call her Aunt.
I'm not gonna lie, Jason's team has been killing it. Well, congrats, Jason.
Good job, Jason's team.
Ben
Yeah,
Gasper.
Jason's team name is going to be, oh, maybe I shouldn't reveal that.
Yeah, no, this is too good to reveal.
Apparently, Ben thinks the show is lacking without DP.
Thank you.
Let the Affleck Duck speak. It's all about Kylie's team. AEP, go Jason. Man, everyone loves Jason. All right. You guys are all great, but Affleck is the weakest link. Can you guys be nice to Howard, please?
Seriously.
JBJ's
He's
team
just
will be
stoic
number
over
one.
there. He's just
I know.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to speak. That's
Jen-
how good Howard is.
It's the quiet confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. for sure.
Jen
And it's the
Comics.
neckerchief.
Nice
Anybody
show,
can pull that off.
18. Let's see. My sources say Jen's team are. All right, Jen. Team Jason has the loudest. Oh, Caitlin with a Y though. Caitlin with an I, Caitlin with a Y.
Oh, it is a Y,
We
okay.
can't trust Simeon. Simon? Simeon?
Simeon.
Simba. It's Simba, I'm pretty sure.
Simba. We stay in Kyle. Someone.
That's smart. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Thank you, Bristol.
Well done, Bristol.
Thank you. Thanks for the morning laughs. You're welcome, Andy. Yay, Ben, you're the best manager from Paul Shelton.
Aw.
You didn't even hurt yourself on your last trip. That is true.
I did not hurt myself. I
No
did.
cast, no
A
wheelchair.
full 5 days without hurting myself.
Boris likes that we do the shots. Thank you, Boris. Maria wants to play. Well, you got to answer the trivia question here at the end. Like I said, guys, be the first to email me, not post in the chat. Who asked you, Rick? Man, people are getting angry. Take the shots. It's ma'am. Did you just assume my gender?
Yeah. Blah, blah.
Shots. Tyler Miller, new here.
Shots.
Protein shake shot,
And-
absolutely not. Shot, oh, here we go. I spoke to Jim this morning and his team has been practicing one call close with DP, LeBron, and Drake. All right.
I know Jen personally.
He wears cool hats. All right. I don't like Jason Zimmerman. Is this about helmets? I'm very confused about that question, but all right. It makes it sound like we work at Space Jam, but we might.
Can you give us more information on that?
Yeah.
How so?
AEP agents from Andrew Brock, no joke, it's absolutely worth the time and effort you put in. There will be some days that you'll want to quit, but there are some days you'll want to walk out. Keep at it because
Yeah.
it's completely worth it. Yes, it is. And I'm scrolling down, go right, nope, gonna edit that. Let the double talk. Raiders do suck, thank you. And thanks for the donuts. Oh, more
here's
questions.
question.
Oh, question, yeah.
Yeah, what is the biggest obstacle that each one of you are in your career?
Oh, I like it. Okay, I'm gonna read that out loud.
Shot.
What is the biggest obstacle that each one of us has been able to overcome in our career thus far with Select Quote? Chappie gets to go first.
I would say just coming to AEP, taking a seasonal job with a pregnant girlfriend and having to make it work. That'll motivate you in AEP.
Making it work. Yeah. My biggest obstacle, I think, for me, I always was like to be the more fun person. So kind of developing my more like a more balance to who I am to make sure that I'm the type of manager and leader that people need me to be, rather than the one that just sounds most fun to me. I think that's probably the biggest thing that I've worked on.
You may not be the manager they deserve. You're the one they need.
Yeah, I just happen to be the one they get.
Luck of the draw.
It's funny because I was actually going to say the same thing, which is probably why Tyler and I get along, is because we have the same challenges, About 5 years ago or 4 years ago when I, started doing the training thing, and I was the fun guy, but then, when you got promoted to management, it's like, oh, okay. Not that I can't still be fun. I like to have fun. I like to get along with everybody, but yes, you have to learn how to. I don't know. I just go with the dad style. That's what people call me dad, because that's what I do. So yeah, just trying to manage the emotion, and maybe try and not let it get the best of me or the worst of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I would say that it was the emotions of it all. One of the biggest problems I have with AEP is I don't want to go home. I know that sounds silly, but I didn't want to leave the phone because I knew that next sale is right there. And it just drove my wife crazy and me because I'm staying here, making sure I get that sale, and I'd have to be in one of the last ones sitting here every night. But yeah, I'm afraid if I miss any time at all, I would miss hitting my numbers I wanted to hit. And I would say too, the people that I sat by were all putting up huge numbers, and I had a lot to chase. It's tough.
Hard not to compare yourself to other people.
Yes, and the people I sat with, the managers.
Yeah.
Now.
Normally, I measure myself against my peers by height.
My height. Well played.
Well,
I'm always losing it.
I struggled with public speaking, and Chappie can attest for that. First couple of my presentations in the EL project were a little rough. But actually, with the talk shows helped a lot. So, yeah, and it's like, I don't have a problem talking in front of people. I just word vomit and I want to talk really fast. And I want everyone to shut up and listen. And sometimes that doesn't work. So, now I'm a nice person.
No.
No, really?
No, I'm still red foreman of the group, but
Yes.
here we go.
You are
You say you're
Red Foreman. Yep.
Yeah, the entire department calls me red foreman.
Oh.
Because they,
I call Kylie Kitty. Like she's the kitty.
she is,
If everybody knows that stuff,
She
you know,
is the
Kylie
kitty to
is
my
kitty
foreman.
for
Well,
me.
here's Red.
she's the kid. Shout out, Kitty.
All right, that's good stuff. So,
All right.
can you give us your quote?
No, we're gonna do trivia question first.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah, trivia question.
So, trivia question for the week. This one,
We do need like some kind of an intro to the trivia question.
Oh, we've got this. Trivia question.
Trivia question.
Trivia question.
Wow.
That's our new intro.
I'd love to say that was great.
can we get like a?
Truly a BG sound.
Yeah, it is. That's
Hey!
nailed
Alrighty then, so this week's question may not be work related, but it is office oriented.
Okay.
Where does the term tuna come from? And explain the significance.
it. Mm. God, that's a hard
Got
one.
it.
I didn't even see that. Can I answer?
That's gonna take.
No.
No.
That's gonna take several
So
minutes.
remember, you have to email me, not post in the chat. And now time for my quote of the week. Short, sweet, and like yours truly. Failure will not overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. And you cut off the name, and I'm pretty sure it was Ogmin something.
Okay, fair enough. Mike, get us out of here.
What you got for us, Chappie?
I have nothing other than please have a great weekend. Go Cats. We got Bulldogs tomorrow in Starkville, Mississippi.
Yours.
Sports. Have a good.
All right.
Yay.